I am the punishment of God. If you had not committed great sins, God would not have sent a punishment like me upon you. Who can't stop drinking may get drunk 3 times a month. If he does it more often, he is guilty. The greatest happiness is to vanquish your enemies, to chase them before you, to rob them of their wealth, to see those dear to them bathed in tears, to clasp to your bosom their wives and daughters. An action committed in anger is an action doomed to failure. If you're afraid, don't do it. If you're doing it, don't be afraid. There is no value in anything until it is finished. To get drunk twice a month is better once, still more praiseworthy, but not to drink at all. What could be better than this? Conquering the world on horseback is easy. It is dismounting and governing that is hard. A man's greatest joy is crushing his enemies. Every man has his use, even if only to gather dried cow dung in the Gobi for fuel. How can one withdraw? Even if we die, let us challenge their boasts. Eternal heaven, you be the judge. It is not sufficient that I succeed, all others must fail. The strength of a wall is neither greater nor less than the courage of the men who defend it. Those who were adept and brave fellows, I have made military commanders. Those who were quick and nimble, I have made herders of horses. Those who were not adept, I have given a small whip and sent to be shepherds. One arrow alone can be easily broken, but many arrows are indestructible. All who surrender will be spared. Whoever does not surrender, but opposes with struggle and dissension, shall be annihilated. Not even a mighty warrior can break a frail arrow when it is multiplied and supported by its fellows. The pleasure and joy of man lies in treading down the rebel and conquering the enemy, in tearing him up by the root, in taking from him all that he has. Violence never settles anything. It will be easy to forget your vision and purpose when you have fine clothes, fast horses, and beautiful women. With heaven's aid, I have conquered for you a huge empire. As for the clothes I wear and the food I eat, I shall have the same as cowherds and grooms. And I shall treat my soldiers as brothers. Heaven grew weary of the excessive pride and luxury of China. A person is more work to break his enemies, drive them before him, and of them all is to hear the screams of those they loved. Mother Earth is broad, and her rivers and waters are numerous. I leave you the greatest empire in the world, but your preserving it depends upon your remaining always united. If discord steals in among you, all will most assuredly be lost. I am from the barbaric north. I wear the same clothing and eat the same food as the cowherds and horse herders. We make the same sacrifices and we share our riches. In the space of 7 years, I have succeeded in accomplishing a great work, and uniting the whole world in one empire. Find your chill. If my body dies, let my body die, but do not let my country die. One of the joys of travel is visiting new towns and meeting new people. As my calling is high, the obligations incumbent upon me are also heavy, and I fear that in my ruling there may be something wanting. Be of one mind and one faith, that you may conquer your enemies and lead long and happy lives. When it was wet, we bore the wet together. When it was cold, we bore the cold together. If you insult the mother who gave you your life from her heart, if you cause her love for you to freeze up, even if you apologize to her later, the damage is done. Without the vision of a goal, a man cannot manage his own life, much less the lives of others. I'm going by the law, so that peace and happiness in the world are hard and fast rules.